Tonight, we travel back more than 3,000 years to a time of gods, kings, and a city by the sea, a golden apple, a prince named Paris, a queen called Helen, and a war that would burn Troy to the ground. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let's begin the story of the Trojan War. Tonight, we begin in the clouds, high above the earth, where the gods walked, and time was slow. This is not yet the world of warriors and war, not yet the clash of spears. This is the beginning, and like man great tales, it begins at a wedding. Long ago, in the land of Olympus, a grand feast was being held. The wedding of Peleus, a mortal king, and Thetis, a sea goddess. All the gods and goddesses had been invited. All except one. Her name was Eris, the goddess of discord, of strife, of small arguments that grow into wars. And Eris, like her nature, did not take the exclusion quietly. She arrived anyway, not with fanfare, but with a gift. In her hand was a golden apple. It shimmered faintly, as if made of sunlight and vanity. Upon it, a single inscription: to the fairest one. Then she rolled it gently into the middle of the feast, between Hera, queen of the gods, Athena, goddess of wisdom, and Aphrodite, goddess of love. A simple apple, but one that would unravel empire. The three goddesses looked upon the apple, and then looked at each other. Each believed it was meant for her, each certain in her own beauty. A murmur spread through the feast, soft laughter at first, then silence. As their voices began to rise, Hera, regal and commanding, claimed it by divine right. Athena, sharp and logical, claimed it for her unmatched wisdom. Aphrodite, warm and radiant, claimed it as the embodiment of love itself. The gods turned away. No one wanted to decide. To pick one would be to offend the other two. So they looked to Zeus. The king of gods remained quiet. Then he spoke. "I will not choose," he said, "but there is one who can." He named a mortal, a shepherd boy, far from Olympus, unaware of the storm that now walked toward him. His name was Paris. The gods found him on a quiet hillside. He watched over sheep. He breathed the mountain air. He knew nothing of divine beauty or heavenly politics, but he was handsome. And perhaps more importantly, he was neutral. Hermes, the swift messenger, descended, and beside him came the three goddesses. Paris stood beneath them, blinking in sunlight, caught between gods and judgment. Hermes explained Paris was to decide who among the three was the fairest. Paris hesitated. He was mortal. They were not. And yet, they smiled. One by one, each goddess stepped forward. Hera spoke first. Her voice was deep and certain. "If you choose me," she said, I will make you king, not just of Troy, but of all Asia. Power, Paris, beyond imagination. Paris nodded. He bowed his head, then looked up. Athena came next. She did not smile. If you choose me, she said, I will make you wise. No army shall defeat you. No counsel shall confuse you. You will be a warrior unmatched and a leader revered. Paris breathed in. Then came Aphrodite. She said little, but her voice was like spring rain. If you choose me, she whispered, I will give you love. Not just any love, but the heart of the most beautiful woman in the world. Paris paused, and in that pause, Troy's fate was sealed. He handed the apple to Aphrodite. Hera turned cold. Athena narrowed her eyes. Neither spoke, but both remembered. The goddess of love smiled. She leaned forward and kissed Paris's cheek. A gift had been promised, and now it would be delivered. The most beautiful woman in the world was named Helen. She lived in Sparta, and she was already married. But that is another chapter. For now, the gods had departed, and Paris stood alone. Still only a shepherd, but with the future of nations held in his choice. The winds began to change. The sea stirred. And in distant halls, kings would soon raise armies. But here, on a quiet hill, where a boy once watched over sheep, a golden apple had fallen, and from it would grow a war. A war of legends, a war of gods and men. And so ends the first chapter. Rest now. The next part begins with a ship at sea.